What is going on, everybody? It's Rockin' Roberta. About 4 months ago, a gentleman left me a comment and he said that he was coming off of Suboxone. And he sent me a story that he wrote, and it was really freaking cool. And it was a link to his website. Well, I'm looking for that story and I cannot find it. So, Mark, if you can please link that story, and you know which one it is. It's the one of you when you were on heroin back in the day and you had that girlfriend that passed away. If you can link that story so I can read it to everybody, that'd be great. But in the meantime, I want to share a writing that this gentleman wrote. His name is Marc, M-A-R-C-D Goldfinger. He's a beautiful writer at junkietroll.wordpress.com. And here's a little story that he wrote back in 2007. It's called When the Enemy Is Me. It's from his book, Essays on a Major Mental Illness with a occurring substance use disorder, or What Came First. So the book was called The Chicken or the White Horse. I look out at the world through the window of my disease. The world peers back at me, a taunting, twisting version of itself that tells me it is real. Trust is not an issue. My mind is flawed projector, and I know it lies to me sometimes. One of the lies is that heroin will help me write. The horror of it is at times it does. It clears my fears away, pinpoints my focus, and laser-like my ideas take shape on paper. Yet the laser burns on both ends, and soon I am unable to live without the substance. At times, my thoughts assault me with such intensity that suicide becomes a viable option. I smile at you as you pass me. I greet you warmly. I am glad to see you, so I'm not lying. However, inside myself I am thinking of how best to do away with myself. I get tired. I feel as if I'm on a futile treadmill. It will not stop. I take only one weary step after another. It is an effort to simply tie my shoelaces. My fingers tap the keys on the computer and I try to turn out another story, another poem. I try to create one more reason to keep on living. My death rushes at me. It comes in so many forms: heart attack, cancer, cerebral hemorrhage, staph infection. Maybe a car on the incoming lane will veer, its occupant stricken with a lapse of attention, possibly deep in conversation on his cell phone. The car will just hit at the moment at which I will want to keep living. I am still tired. My eyes snap open in the early morning. The light invades my sensorium. Fear grips my chest. I am unable to take a deep breath, and I pant, desperate to take in my ration of oxygen. A heavy weight sits upon me. Heart attack. My range of focus begins to fade. I am wild with fear. I pick up the phone and call the ambulance. After hours, they determine that I have just had a severe panic attack and send me home with a mild sedative related to Valium. I feel foolish and I'm ashamed of myself. However, to me, the paralyzing fear was absolutely real. At this point, I know I will never write again. No matter what I do with my life will continue to spiral in the depths. Negative thoughts torture me. They pepper my image of myself like a barrage of bullets. I have a fully armed assault team attacking me, and the horror of it is the enemy is me. If you have ever experienced the effects of a prolonged physical pain, then you can only imagine what it is like to be under control of a reign of terror waged on the spirit through the thought world. A reign of terror if anyone did to me what my own mind does to me. If anyone said to me the words of sadistic cruelty that my own mind spits at my being, I would seek to leave their company forever. Why commit suicide? Indeed, why not? Every day I must come up with a reason to continue with my life. At times I have taken medication which modifies the terror, drops it down to a low hum where I can only detect its vague feeling of something out of sync. You out there, enough of you have read my writing to know some of the I'm not sure what this word is, denimes, D-E-N-I-Z-E-N, denies, which inhabit my mind. They are real. They track out of my dreams, my nightmares, dragging their stinking selves into the daylight of reality. I have to deal with them. I place them on paper so your eyes can eat them, your minds can devour them, and while you read them, I get some relief. Believe me when I tell you that some of these creatures are me. I am the troll. I am the Frankenstein. Especially I am, in an alternate world, Mashe Dean, who is trapped into the world of active addiction. For you, I open the window just a little bit to let you peep into the window of my disease. I don't know about Stephen King, but the world I write about lives inside of me. The doctors call it major depression, severe panic disorder, addiction. I call it reality. I'm just a shot away from hell. This chapter was written a long time ago, and he says that he thought he'd put it down for us to read because he's actually celebrating. What is he celebrating? A long lost to me member of my family has reached out to me. I believe it's a miracle, yes. So that just gives you a sense of how he writes, and I am going to go ahead and await that story that it's a true story that he wrote about his younger years, about his first love and how they were addicted to heroin together, and it's a touching story. So thank you so much, Marc, for coming into my life and supporting me in my journey, and thank you for sharing your writing. And I will put Marc's website and in the comments and in the description. So anyway, talk to you guys soon. Bye.